Holy heck, he is really dragging me out. Ooh, Mark, that's a unit. Be able to work with him at this speed, I think. Maybe not, okay.
Let's go diving.
Well, what's going on, guys? Good morning. Welcome back to the channel. We're here with a pretty special day. The season is upon us. I'm back on the Rod Wrestler, and we're gonna do something a little bit different today. Usually I start every season with a salmon fishing day on one of the big boats, but I think it's time I take it back a notch and go back to the basics. Got my good buddy Mark. He's coming down to the docks here shortly, and he's got something in tow that's gonna spice things up a little bit for us today, but I think you guys will like it a lot. Yeah, without further ado, let's jump right into it. Let's show you guys what I'm getting into today. What's going on, Mark?
Morning.
I got what it takes. I got what it takes. You better get out the way. You better get out the way. I got what it takes. I got what it takes. You better get out the way. You better get out the way.
Okay. So to give you guys some context, we've got a 16-foot aluminum boat with a 20 horse in the back. We've got 4 rod holders, no downriggers, so we are left with two options. We've got dipsy divers and lead cores with planer boards. So we ran a clean spoon program to start off, and yeah, the downrigger thing is not necessarily an essential for salmon fishing. Pretty much season round, you can get away with either lead cores or even coppers on planer boards, depending on how big your boards are. Same thing with the dipsies. You can get away with magnums that'll take you down almost 100 foot in some cases, especially if you're running wire lines. So there's a lot of really good options. Even fishing just a little 16-foot boat, you don't need a giant big boat to catch salmon on Lake Ontario, and that's the magic of it. You don't need 5 fish to win the event, you just need 1. Just having 1 line in the water alone could make that happen. Between 30 and 40, I think, was what the guys were saying, like in that area. Okay, let me make sure my the GoPro's on the move.
31 feet.
But we're fishing. We got 4 rods in the water. We're looking good.
Get you man, here it's set.
Sure shit, it's the first fish of the cold.
Look at that too, right?
It is. First fish of the day with big Mark. With 16 tenders, doing it perfectly fine. You send this one back a little too early. Sweet. Another coho.
Hey, boys.
Should we bring the cooler? Nah.
No. Flames right there, dude.
Perfect.
Not getting off there.
No. Really nice coho. She going. Sweet, dude. Here we go.
That's good, eh?
That's a start.
Seriously.
I'm not gonna say no, Mark, but
I don't see it hitting. I was so excited to see it.
the green though. So I would say we definitely got a dabble on the other side as well. Holy heck. Literally spot it. Son of a gun. Ah. No way. Marky, we're on, buddy. Holy heck, he is like really dragging me out. Yikes. That board's a ways away.
Keeping that in my straight line.
Oh, he just jumped.
We give us a bit of a turn here because I'm worried we might run up in the shallow shelf ahead.
Okay.
I'm trying pulling us into the waves here.
That might make my job a little easier too. How deep? How shallow are we right now?
35.
Okay, this rigger or dipsy here, it might touch. It might touch, so I would just Sorry. This is a hell of a work operation here. Sweet. He's heading to the wrong end of the boat. Excuse me, sir. This might be a quick. Ooh, Mark, that's a unit. Yes, a little bit, just to kind of get him a little bit more in your territory. But this might not be a bad thing with the side issue. All right, we're in. We're in. Oh, look at where he nipped it. Just kind of in the side of the mouth. Okay. With Marky, we got the kings on the board. Season's broken in. She gone. We're on the board, buddy. We're on the board, buddy.
That's interesting. Moving the filter.
Dude, good job, Marky. Oh, bugger. Did it go pretty good though? Like,
Oh, it did a double tower. We showered?
40. We're in his zone.
Yeah, it wasn't bottom.
I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. It was pretty fun to bring that one to the channel. It was a bit of a challenge at first, you know, not having downriggers, and most of the guys that were hooking up around us that day were catching. You could see them hooking up on riggers. We were struggling a bit, but I mean, aside from that, we were still able to move fish. We were still poking around, and you know, we were still fishing effectively. We still fished our 4-rod spread that we were allowed to fish with, you know, our Ontario fishing licenses. So yeah, before I take off, I just wanted to kind of share with you guys a few apps that I thought would be relevant to a few of my buddies that I pitched this idea to. Told me that I should throw this information in the video as well, just so it doesn't all come off as all roses and dandelions going out fishing on a 16-foot boat. But I use a Weather Canada app, which you can see. Let's see if it'll pull. The one right there, that's my Weather Canada app, and if you pop into it, it shows you all the weather for our hourly and then our 7-day forecast, which kind of tells us what we're leading up to. Which is kind of a really important thing when I'm chartering, as well as just, you know, personal fishing and all that. But it gives us an idea of what we got coming, what we've had that over the days leading up to the day that you want to get out. Big thing for this as well is, let me just pull it down here. If you go into your hourly and you check your, you know, current weather conditions, it'll show you what you're expecting in the forecast, as well as your wind speeds and direction. That's a huge player in salmon fishing on Lake Ontario, especially in the West End. I'm sure the East End boys have to deal with it on the opposite manner, but for us, east winds are pretty scary, pretty dicey, and they build some pretty gnarly waves. So you know, going out on days when there's, you know, insane east winds for 2 or 3 days prior to the day that you're planning on going out, that might not be a good idea in a 16-foot tinner. But I mean, it just gives you an idea of what you're working with, as well as fronts. I mean, if it looks like there's going to be thunderstorms or crazy winds that are going to pick up midday, it might not be a good idea to be out there in a 16 tinner, because when things do get gnarly, you can go from being able to cruise at, you know, 15-20 mile an hour to like hoofing it over, you know, 4 or 5 foot swells. If not bigger, depending on, you know, how bad the winds are. I've had winds pick up in a matter of half an hour and go from flat calm to 4-foot chop, 5-foot chop, and you're just like, whoa, okay, that's there. So, you know, that's the big thing that you're going to want to be vigilant with when it comes to salmon fishing on Lake Ontario in a smaller boat, something of that 16 to 18 foot range. You definitely want to be careful. But other than that, I mean, those are the apps that I run. I use that. This video was pretty much to promote this idea that, you know, we had 4 rods in the water, and, you know, whether it was a 16-foot boat with a 20 horse on the back, or, you know, a 42-foot boat with 700 horsepower packing underneath it, it doesn't really matter. You know, at the end of the day, as long as you're able to, you know, put your lines out in an effective manner, you're fishing. Doesn't matter what kind of boat you're on. So that's the big gist of today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and the next couple weeks, hopefully we'll be able to bring out another big boat video for you guys as our season ramps up. So thanks again for watching, and we'll catch you guys in the next clip. Take it easy.